Why is it impossible to divide a number by 0? If we pick a number like 10 and divide it by 0, this will equal to undefined. But why is it undefined? Let's backtrack for a second because this is pretty cool. If we take 10 again and this time divide it by 2, we know that this is equal to 5. And the reason why it's equal to 5 is because we can take this 10 and then we can take this 2 and then keep minusing 2 all the way down till we reach 0. Now, how many times do we minus 2? 5 times. So that's why 10 divided by 2 is 5. All division is repeated subtraction. Beautiful. So if we have 10 divided by 0, what do you think will happen this time? Well, let's take this 10 and then take this 0 and then keep minusing 0 all the way down till we reach 0. But no matter how many times you minus 0, that 10 is never going to reach 0. And that's why 10 divided by 0 is equal to undefined.
Welcome to the day in the life of a high school math teacher from start to finish. Here we go. All right, so I start my mornings off pretty early. Hit the gym, warm up by putting up a couple shots, you know, slight work. And then we hit the weights. Today was a push day, so we just did shoulders, chest, and triceps. After the gym, get my little morning cup of coffee, hit my post-workout meal, you know, some sausage and eggs, a little protein smoothie, and then it's time to get dressed. Pick out a fit real quick. What I go with? The white striped shirt, black pants, and I'm gonna go with these 12s. Podcast on the way to work. I think this episode was one featuring Esther Brunat. Let's see, I pull up to the school. First thing I do is get my vibe right, put on my lights, put on some music. You see, I was going with Smino for the day. A little outfit check, make sure everything's on point real quick. Then my students come in. I try to greet everybody at the door, you know, just say good morning and whatnot. And then, you know, we hit them with a little instructional time, you know what I'm saying? We were going over transformations or rational functions. And then it was my off period, so I went into another math class and went over some pre-calculus. And then for tutorial time, I was helping out my boy Jaden with some SAT prep while eating some meal prep. I think I had meatballs and rice, not too bad. And then my next class, my pre-AP, we were going over factoring. I got about an hour of time to kill before my first tutoring session at 6. So I just go over some Khan Academy, you know, stay sharp. My last tutoring session ends at 9 o'clock. So once I get home, I'll either grade papers. Right here, I think I was writing some college recommendation letters. Bro, you can clown me if you want, but Tetris gets intense. I always try to get a round or two in. I just feel like it keeps my brain working. And then the last thing I do is usually try to catch up on a few YouTube videos. Right here, I was catching up with Duke, and that's it.
Only the tens place is changing. So they're going up by 10. So we go up 10,
20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass out sticks to everyone, and they all have different values. Your job is to figure out which cup you think it belongs in. So which cup do you think is the closest? So let me show you. So on my magical stick, I have 52. So I'm going to think in my head, what number is 52 closest to? Is it closest to 50?
Yes.
Is it close to 60?
No.
So I'm going to put it in the 50 cup because it's closer to 50, okay? Then I have another stick. Let me see. Oh, I have 19. So I'm going to ask myself, is that closer to 10?
No.
Or is that closer to 20?
20.
I'm going to put it in the 20 cup. Let me get a harder one. Ooh, that one's not very hard. Let me see. What if I have 56? I'm going to ask myself, is 56 closer to 50?
Yeah.
Or is it closer to 60?
No. 60.
50? How many do you think 50? How many do you think is closer to 60? Ooh, we're pretty split. So 56, because 6, 57, 58, 59, 60, that's only 4 away. 56, if I count down, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50, that's 6 away. So it's actually gonna be closer to
60.
So I'm gonna put my cup in the 60. Are you guys ready to try?
Yeah.
Up, all voices on, ready, here we go. Can I get a mirror?
Mirror.
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 I can. Subtract.
Subtract.
3-digit numbers.
3-digit numbers.
Using.
Using.
Our steps.
Our steps.
All right, let me hear them. Here we go. Step 1.
Step 1.
Stack it.
Stack it.
Step 2.
Step 2.
Do we have a problem?
Do we have a problem?
Step 3.
Step 3.
Regroup.
Regroup.
Step 4.
Step 4.
Solve.
Solve.
Hands, lines, and 3. 2.
This is why I haven't posted anything for 6 months. 1 year ago, I started making math videos online and got so much support from you all, but I was overwhelmed by how many of you found math so boring and difficult, which I do too, a lot of times. But I wanted to do something a little different. I took all the things you guys wanted help on and made full-length videos on them, wrote out all the important notes you need to know, and made lots of real-life practice problems. So if you feel like you're struggling with math, I hope all of this will change that for you, because you are fully capable.
Next step is to fold in the cheese.
What does that mean? What does fold in the cheese mean?
You fold it in.
I understand that, but how do you fold it? Do you fold it in half like a piece of paper and drop it in the pot, or what do you do?
David, I cannot show you everything.
Okay, well, can you show me one thing?
Here's what you do. You just fold it in.
Okay, I don't know how to fold broken cheese like that.
And I don't know how to be any clearer. You take that thing that's in your hand,
Uh-huh.
and you...
If you say fold in one more time.
It says fold it in!
This is your recipe. You fold in the cheese then.
Who can show me the correct answer for 30 take away 5?
I can. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. It's 25.
You got the right answer, but that's not how we do math anymore. It's 2021. All right. That's how you do it, kids.
How to calculate fractions fast. In 10 seconds each, let's multiply, divide, add, and subtract the same 2 fractions so you never get confused with these 4 again. To multiply these, let's draw out some bubbles. 2 times 1 is 2, and 3 times 4 is 12. To divide, let's draw the same bubbles but now crisscross. So 2 times 4 is 8, and for the second bubble, 3 times 1 is 3. To add, it's a little bit more tricky, but it's kind of a combination of the previous 2. So 2 times 4 is 8, and for the second bubble, 3 times 1 is 3. Adding these 2 top numbers together, we get 8 plus 3 is 11. For the bottom part of the answer, we have 3 times 4 is 12. Last one, to subtract, we draw the same bubbles as just now, so 2 times 4 is 8, and for the second bubble, 3 times 1 is 3, but this time we're going to subtract the top numbers instead of adding them. So 8 minus 3 is 5. For the bottom part of the answer, we get 3 times 4 is 12. And there we have it. These 4 numbers are completely correct, but to make sure all the teachers out there are happy, let's simplify this answer by dividing the top and bottom by 2 to get 1/6. And for this one, 3 fits into 8 2 times, so 8 minus 3 times 2 is 2, and we get 2 2/3.
Friends, does anyone know what happens after 4 tallies? Tally 1, 2, 3, 4. Stand up nice and tall. Tally number 5 trips and starts to fall.
What is this job? And they say, okay, here's what we need you to do. We need you to make children know math. Wow. Do they want to know math? No, they don't want to know it. You need to make them know it against their will while they're exploding sexually and beating the shit out of each other. Who are these children? Just whatever kids live near the building. How much do I get paid? About $10 every 4 years. What if I get really good at it? What happens? Nothing. Nothing happens.
Close your eyes.
Open.
Do you know what this is?
Yes.
What is it called?
It's zero.
Not a zero. What is it called?
Math.
Math. Whoa, you know what it is?
Yes, I can do that so well.
I've never told you what this is. I'm so proud of you guys. We're gonna learn 0 plus 1 and
Tomorrow?
are you ready to see what you're gonna do on the last day of school?
Yes.
Are you ready? Close your eyes. I know! You're going to learn all the way until 0 plus 10.
I can do that so well.
And remind me, how old are you? How old are you? 3 and 4. And you're doing this kind of paper?
Yeah.
Are you sure you can do it?
Yeah. I'm cool.
When we do it on Monday, we're going to show everybody your beautiful work, yeah?
Yeah.
So excited.